Jon Jones, by the way, the talk of them overturning Jones versus Hamill. We talked about this a week ago, guys. We talked about when this was fresh. This isn't going away. And it really probably should go away. We just know that we have seen things made as weird. Quite frankly, if they went back and they overturned the result of Jon Jones versus Matt Hamill, that actually might go down as number one, the weirdest thing that we've ever seen in a very weird industry. That might be number one. But it sure is compelling that the phenomenon of the narrative sticks around. So let me ask you guys this question. If you're on the side, maybe you're against me on this. Maybe you think that's perfectly normal and that's only justice. And even if justice comes late, that fight should be okay, great. Okay, great. We're going to change the result of the Jon Jones Matt Hamill fight. But I want to ask you this. If we change the result, what are we changing it to? What is on the table that we can change it to? Could we just say it was a first round knockout win by Jon Jones? Could we say it was a flying triangle submission win by Jon Jones? What are our options that we could change it to? If we are going to reverse engineer history that was captured on 4K and released to the world and is archived right now, if we're going to go back and erase and change that result, what are we going to change it to? Could we just he never fought Matt Hamill. He fought Dorothy Hamill. Could we do that? Could we send him back to 1914 and he drove the first ever Model T, not Henry Ford? I mean, how crazy can we get? Can we just bring CGI in and Jon Jones fought Spider-Man that night? Why not? If we're going to take the reality of what we saw and we're going to go back and we're just going to, why would we stop? Why? Why don't we just send Jon Jones back 20 million years? He can invert that asteroid that hit the Earth and we'll all be riding T-Rexes instead of Lincolns right now. I mean, what's the difference? What if we're going to change the outcome? What are we going to change it to? What is on the table? How are any of those more ridiculous than changing it to a no contest? That's not what happened that night. That was not a draw. That's not what happened. And we saw it. And we videotaped it. And then we archived those videos. So there's really no question. What do we change it to?